smell something new. Something fresh. Oh. Duh, what are these? Look at these things. These are Sploincoins. Aren't they just fantastic looking? Personally, I think they're really cool, but you know what's even cooler? I don't know what they do yet. So I guess we'll have to figure that out soon because, well, they're Sploincoins. They're really freaking cool. Don't know what they do yet, but I better sell my soul. Don't know what's their purpose, but I'm sure I'll make a purchase. Cause they're dazzling, smashing, I'm sure they're not worthless. Sploincoins. They're driving me insane. I just wanna have all of them. It's ruining my brain. There has to be a better way so that I can obtain and claim these Sploincoins so that I can have that beautiful god weapon. I really hope you enjoyed the person who's honking their car outside. Yeah! I really hope you enjoyed that little intro segment that I made, because I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you had as much fun listening to it as I did making it. But yeah, these are the new Sploincoins, the Sploinker SMP's new currency that we'll be using for, well, as long as the server lasts, and for the rest, we'll also be using it for the current event, which is capitalism, because that's everyone's favorite thing, isn't it? Yeah. Basically, for the current event that we're playing, which will last until the end of May, we will be challenging each other to make the best shops, and whoever sells the most items and has the most Sploincoins at the end will win and get a god weapon. Woo! Now, from the previous clips, you might have already noticed some things around here have changed, and I will show you all the new things that are different. First of all, I started putting in a roof in some places and just decorating everything with plant pots like these, and just making the stalls look a little better. Putting some custom heads and blocks in places, like these emeralds over here, that I really like. Second of all, I started making a top floor with more different villagers and all of my current librarians. For the rest, I have started making these bridges, although at the moment they don't really lead to anywhere yet, but I'm slowly filling in everything that is part of the trading hall. And I have planned everything out, and everything will get a purpose, including little nooks and crannies like those. Also, I've started texturing the roof, which I think looks really nice. I've put some texture into some places of the walls, and I am not entirely done yet with those, but I am planning on doing that all around the building, of course, and just decorating things so that they look fabulotastic. That's not a real word. I've also put in a roof on top of the piece that was just cobblestone prior to this, and I think it looks really nice, especially once it's done. It'll look a little better than this. There's still some scaffolding over there at the moment, but yeah, I'm not entirely done with it yet, but it's gonna look absolutely fantastic. But there is one thing that has taken me a little more time than everything else, which is kind of a drastic change. There's an outside area now, but if you look at prior footage, you will probably know that there was not always this much ground in front of my trading hall. So you're probably wondering where this has come from, and I'll tell you exactly where this has come from, in the use of a little time lapse. And this is the finished result. It's one giant slate of cobblestone. I know it looks a little silly right now because everything's just made out of cobblestone, but in the future I do plan on doing texturing. I'm not really sure how that's gonna look yet, but I'll get to it eventually. I'm also gonna have to extend my stairs, because right now this kind of leads into a dead end. Also, you probably noticed there was some stuff going on top of the mountain now, which is this fancy fountain that I made. I really like just this very simple design. I think it fits well with the build that I have going on. And I just like the size of it. It fits very well with the space that I had, and I think it's just a nice eye catcher to have in the middle in front of the trading hall, just to fill in the space. Because honestly, even though I expanded the mountain, I really did not know what to do with it, but I just kind of winged it. I made these little planters. They're a little basic. I'm not sure if I like the fact that these have these rose petals, but I do think that they fill up most of the space compared to just regular Minecraft flowers. And they have these little bushes in the middle, which also just add a little depth to it. Now, even though that I added these planters and this fountain, it still felt a little lifeless. It was already feeling a lot better, and especially because I added this path, it felt like this was actually a place that's inhabited by human beings. But other than that, I made this fancy little car. I found this design somewhere online, but I did completely alter it to have my own block palette and some of my own design choices, so it's not really like the original. I can't really find where I got it from anymore either, so you're just gonna have to take my word from it that it's my original idea. Using glow item frames, I made these little lights using dyes, and I think it just works. Any block that I used was just awfully small in these item frames, and it looked a little weird. I don't know why blocks are so small when you put them in item frames, but this just is better anyway, because it has the colors. You can't really enter the car, but I think that's not necessary anyway. It's mostly just for aesthetics. On the other side, however, I added these completely custom trucks, which I made myself, and they do look a little silly because they're very tiny, very small. They have 6 wheels, which isn't really realistic for this size of truck, and even a truck this small with a front this big doesn't really exist in real life, but I just kind of liked the fact it looked so silly and small. I thought it was kind of cute, and I just kept it. I put 2 of them. I'm probably gonna place more down, and whenever I make a shop in the new shopping district, which I will show you in a minute, I'm probably also gonna plonk these down on the big shop that I'm planning on making. On the back side, I added this little hatch where some emeralds are being loaded out of. I think that just added some extra detail in, as well as this crate that holds some emeralds. I'm planning on probably making a crane outside of here that lifts up another one of these crates to make it seem like they're being loaded into the facility, and just some barrels to fill some more space. Overall, I think it adds a lot of character to my build, which was kind of lacking until now. And here's a little overview look of what it looks like at the moment. It really fills out the space a little more. I like it. I like it. Speaking of shops though, I have plonked down a little shop over in the shopping district, and I'll show you around there now what everyone has been up to over there. Also, this isn't part of the shopping district, but this is a little library that Alpha has made, where we can put books and read whenever we want to, with a little music player and a bunch of fancy stuff downstairs. There isn't too much going on here at the moment because no one has actually finished the book yet, but I do genuinely really like the way this feels and looks. It's very cozy. And also there's a Sploinker in the windows, which gives extra bonus points, of course. Here's my little iron shop. It looks like an iron hand, and it's kind of hard to see, but I do like the way that it looks regardless. It was very hard to get the shape right, but I'm satisfied with the way I got it to look. I could have spent like another couple hours on it, but I really didn't want to, and I just wanted to sell the iron. I don't think it's that important. It works. It gets the job done. I'm selling stacks of iron blocks over here for 40 Sploincoins per stack, and as you can see, I've actually made some sales. Ooh. I will gladly take those with me and put them in my ender chest. I'm also just selling regular stacks of iron ingots for 5 Sploincoins per stack, which is just ever so slightly more expensive. But, you know, if people only need like a little bit of iron, they can use this instead. Also, if you read this sign over here already, it says 27 stacks of Sploincoin for the pot. Now, there isn't a pot here at the moment, because I was waiting to record this bit and share it with you as I put the pot down, because I have acquired something special. Something very, very special. And I'll show you in a second how I got it, but it is the Iron Wall, one of the god weapons. Specifically, the god weapon that got stolen by Cal from the Sploinker, who illegally acquired a key. Well, illegally, sort of illegally. I kinda just gave it away, but the password was supposed to stay hidden, and I accidentally shared that, and that kind of caused a whole bunch of ruckus, and I kinda turned into a god, and I kinda did a bunch of silly stuff, and, well, it's a lot. It is a lot. But either way, I managed to snatch it back now, and I'm just gonna sell it for 27 stacks of Sploincoin. And they can get this pot with the Iron Wall inside, and it'll be all theirs. So yeah, I expect this to disappear very, very soon, but it'll be interesting. I'll see what happens. Also, in this next clip, I'm very tired, so please don't mind the way I sound. Hi.
Hello.
What's this about?
An attempt to bring back
An attempt to bring back Cal. With lapis blocks. How
It is
does-
believed that lapis lazuli has a high connection with the dead.
That's true. I've heard about that.
I need someone to punch me until I'm on half a heart.
Well, it's not me. You would go way below half a heart then.
Then Mina will give me the totem,
Totem? I don't have a totem.
and I'll drop an anvil on myself.
Surely that's not.
I mean, they're willing to give it a go. There are three potential outcomes. The first one is that the archiver ceases to exist and Carl returns. The second is that they merge into one being, and the third is that Carl just doesn't return at all. 2 out of 3 chance Carl comes back. 2 out of 3 chance the archiver stays.
You need the totem though, right?
I'm not sure if I'm willing to just lend that power to you, but I mean, since you'll be using it straight away, I'm sure.
God weapon?
God weapon? What about it?
Do you not want it back?
I would love to have it back.
I'm
Bring it
sure
back.
Kal will give it back.
Right, well, you're trying to summon someone who is dead, but who says Cal is dead?
I'm trying to bring back Kal. I believe I have a connection with Kal.
Who's gonna do
Everyone
it?
think I'm him.
Well, it does say Cal's name above your head. Or something.
For reason to me unknown.
So, who's gonna punch him?
I'll do it.
May someone begin punching me.
God.
I can't risk the ritual going wrong. Solitaire, will you do the honors?
Okay. Oh.
Oh, oops.
So,
The totem.
totem time, I guess?
There
Sure.
you go. Good luck, I guess.
Oh. Well,
Oh.
something happened. Huh.
Cow?
What? Well, there's a face now instead of a yin yang. It's a little different.
Oh, so it worked. Interesting.
What worked? Do you know?
It was the merge that happened.
You were here. You were part of it. Were you present? Could you tell what was going on?
I mean, the merge happened, so like I'm now kind of both of them
How do you know what you are?
because the merge happened.
Interesting.
Right. The deal. Let me just. Where is my stuff?
I don't really know anything about a deal.
Well, the deal was that if they came back, they'd give you the god weapon.
So I just get it back.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
That was the deal.
And it worked. What a nice coincidence.
Okay, I can show you where the weapon is. Mina, go in F4 and go like under me, like right about here. Wait, is it? Yeah.
Surely.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, what?
I think someone stole it. Oh no,
What-
it's here.
Iron wall. Immortality is but a step away.
Well,
I guess you
wait.
can return it to the Sploinker now, right?
Well, that's not really how it works. Once something's out of it, I can't put it back in. It's a permanent
So,
purchase.
what now?
Someone's gonna have to keep an eye on it.
So what
Okay.
happens to it now then?
That's a good question. Can't really keep it myself. So yeah, that's the story of how I got the iron wall back. I guess I'll see whoever gets it next, as I have no idea who's gonna actually buy this thing, being that it costs almost all of their Sploincoins, which does mean that they're not gonna be able to buy a lot afterwards. But they will have a free god weapon, so it's gonna be very interesting to see whoever's willing to risk their wealthiness in order to get the power of a god. Another shop that has popped up over here is Pav's Restaurant, which just kind of sells a bunch of random things like this golden apple, diamond leggings, and a bunch of random stuff that I'm probably not gonna need, but hey, if you need a golden apple, that might be actually kind of useful. Over here, there's Cal's little mangrove shack, where obviously there's mangrove being sold. Sully has planned a banner shop, although I don't think it's finished yet, but there's gonna be a bunch of fancy banners. I might look into this. There's also this cool center banner that I assume Sully made, although I'm not exactly sure, that kind of just represents the Sploinker. I think that's really neat. There's a request board that Hunter has made, where you can just request a bunch of... Excuse me? Essentially, you just put anything on the board you want people to do, and you put a price down, and you see if people do it for you. It's kind of an interesting mechanic. I'll see how this is going to evolve. Another thing Hunter has made is this snowblock shop, which sells snow blocks, and personally I don't really need these, but it's neat that it exists. And as for my own project, I'm planning on building Mina Mart over in this selection of the shopping district, just over to the side. And as you can tell by the plot size, it's gonna be kinda large. Well, at least relative to the other shops so far. I'm very curious to see how I'm going to make this work, because I actually don't have anything planned yet. I just want to make my own supermarket and sell basically all of the stuff that I can get from the trading hall. And then Alpha came by with a genius idea.
Lead llamas. Wait, you should try flying with the llama.
Oh
Llama
no, you're gonna die.
I've got an elytra. I won't die. I've got
Oh,
an
you're
elytra.
right. This is just funny on
If
its
he
own,
starts
though.
falling, I'll just dismount and fly
Oh,
off.
oh, there's a creeper.
There's a creeper. Don't lead. Don't lead.
No, I need the I need the gunpowder. Oh, that did not work. Did it die? I think. Oh, it's not dead.
Wait. If you...
I don't know if it's possible, because it's probably just
No,
gonna.
you lead it, but you don't.
Oh, I don't rocket.
fly. You just glide.
Wow.
It looks so funny with the animation. It's like hopping in the sky. I'm Santa Claus. I'm like a reindeer, and you're Alpha Claus.
What is happening?
This is amazing.
Why is
It
there-
goes on for so long as well. Oh, it didn't die. It lives.
Yeah, no, they changed the way that leads work when you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sinking. I'm sinking.
No, Swim!
Oh yeah, speaking of swimming.
He's leaving a trail in the water.
This is the most efficient way of travel, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like a speedboat right now.
As long as
And
you
you're-
don't. As long
and you're-
as you
I-
don't.
I feel like a speedboat, and you're like that floaty, traveling behind.
Or it's like some boats when they have like a jet ski kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna have to name tag this llama jet ski.
That's amazing. Yeah, jet ski the llama. If it dies, we'll be so sad now, because it's a real. It has a name now.
Because it now has a name, yeah.
I guess I'll go drop you off at the dock. We'll put it there. It's like Sploinky the boat. It's like Sploinky the boat, but now different. It's our new form of boat travel. I miss Sploinky the boat.
Oh.
Sploinky isn't dead, but I just haven't seen him in a while. I haven't needed a boat ever since I got an Elytra. I feel like I cheated on Sploinky. It's kind of sad. Oh wait, I even said no. I even misremembered the name. It's Sploinky the raft, not Sploinky the boat. What have I done? Sploinky's gonna be so mad at me.
You should get him out.
You can always turn
Just
the
say
light
hello.
on.
I don't. He's in my shulker box. I don't have my shulker box with me.
We gotta see Splunky the raft.
Sploinky. Or is it Splunky? Wait, did I even remember? Okay, we gotta test now. We gotta see if it's Splunky or Sploinky.
It was Splunky. It
Was
was
it
Splunky the raft.
It was Splunky, wasn't it? It wasn't Sploinky. I added an extra letter. It's been too long, Elfie. I'm a terrible boat.
I remembered
Boat
the name
parrot.
more than you, and you're the one who named it.
Oh, I'm a terrible boat parrot.
I hope this doesn't reflect on like real life.
No, maybe a little bit. It is Splunky the raft.
I told you.
I misremembered.
Splunky the raft.
Splunky the raft. Splunky
Splunky
the
the
raft.
raft.
Splunky the raft. Splunky the raft. My frame rate is terrible because my computer is lagging for some reason.
Where are
Why is your computer lagging?
I have no idea. It's been doing that today. It's kind of weird. This has been your Splunky the raft for this week. Anyways, goodbye.
Splunky.
I said Splunky. Okay, I'll do it again. I'll do the bit again. Well, this has been your Splunky the raft for the next couple months, so enjoy it while it lasts. Unfortunately, I've reached the end of my time for recording, and I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you later, and subscribe.